So, here I am, the end of day one of spring break. And what a day it was. What is sitting in my doorway? I don't know. I've had this water leak in my house, and it's been frustrating me. And, I'm not good at any of that stuff. So, I finally got hold of a plumber here in town, and just happens to be a former student of mine. And from a long time ago, a kid I had in the 90s. And his kid is a current student of mine, someone I have in class now. So, um, anyway, he sent his guy over here to see if they could figure out my problem. And of course, it was more complicated because I don't do anything easy. I don't do anything easy. So, after his guy tried to figure it out, he called up the former student, and the former student came over, and they figured it out finally, and now it's going to be a tremendous amount of work. But um, at the end of it, I'm going to have a newly remodeled bathroom almost because since they have to cut through the wall, they said we're going to have to move some things around. So if you want new stuff, we could put back the old stuff or we could put in new stuff. So my first floor bathroom will be almost totally remodeled when it's all done. So wasn't planning on that for spring break, but in any event, sometimes things just go the way they go. But it got me to thinking today, and I've thought about this on a number of occasions, but today it really got me thinking quite a bit about people ask this question all the time, and they'll say, why did you become a teacher? And I don't know what the real answer to that is. I enjoy spending time with younger people. I think they're more fun. Um, I liked history. I liked social studies. I enjoyed high school, so I feel like that's kind of why I got into it. A lot of people say, "Well, I became a teacher because I wanted to make a difference in a kid's life," and that's nice. And I think some people think that. Um, like I said, I do enjoy kids, and they're just, like I said, more fun than adults. But, and I guess that was a hope that maybe somewhere you're going to make a difference in someone's life. I don't know. Um, but I was thinking today when this experience with my plumbing situation and getting to see this former student of mine from 30 years ago again, and whose kid is currently in my class, um, I was reflecting back on that whole conversation of why do you become a teacher. And one of the things when people say that they want to make a difference, and I'm sure I've thought that at times, it'd be nice to make a difference, but I think what I never expected was the difference that some students make in our lives as teachers, or in my life in particular. And this former student of mine from 30 years ago who came over today to work on the house has certainly been one that has, you know, helped me out at times. And I'm very grateful to him. Um, and just how former students give back at times. And there's been several students throughout my career that I think have had a bigger impact on me than I think I ever could have had on them. One of them's AJ out in California, um, who really pushed me and encouraged me to get into stand up comedy, which then in turn helped me get back into theater and acting, which I'm now on my fourth show in the past year. When Chicago goes off in May, it will be um, my fourth show in less than 12 months. Um, And that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't gotten back into stand up. And that wouldn't have happened if AJ hadn't been in my class. And that wouldn't have happened if he hadn't really pushed me and encouraged me to kind of step back out and do some things. Um, Ben, who encouraged me to, he's a personal trainer who I hired for a short period of time to try to help me get in a little bit of shape. Certainly was very encouraging to me. Um, and just a number of other students who I think have had a really big impact on my life and seeing them do things successfully. I think I talked about going to see a former student from the school, not anyone that I had, go play his cello in a recital this past weekend. And just, even though he wasn't a former student, just watching him pursue his gift just gives me encouragement and makes me feel some sense of enjoyment with life. Um, so, I don't know what the real answer is. I think that I don't think you have to be a teacher. I think we're all put in different places to try and, um, just have an influence if we can. I think it's over exaggerated sometimes, um, just because of what my job is. That, like, oh, you've done this great thing. You know, if it wasn't me, it would have been someone else. So I don't really think that the influence I have is really anything major, but I do appreciate the influence that a number of students that I've had. Trevor, who, when he was still living around here, would come over and shovel my driveway without me even asking when it snowed, and I'd come downstairs and see my driveway shoveled, and things like that make me appreciative of students who have done things or encouraged me in some capacity. Um, Certainly, the Buckley children from Sleepy Hollow hold a special place in my heart, even though I haven't talked to any of them in years. Um, Having had all four of them in the Live and Goods, and um, the Krikas from Algonquin, just all of the positive things that have come to me from so many of the thousands of students that I've had. So, like today, and it just kind of all centered around today, thinking about this guy coming over and trying to help me repair some stuff in my house, um, and just enjoying the time that I spent chatting with him, enjoying the fact that I have his kid in my class now, and who would have thought 30 years ago when he was in my class, when he was 12 or 13 years old, that he'd be someone that I would turn to for help and his expertise and his knowledge in an area that I have none. So I don't know if any of that made any sense, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking today. Um, and Just thinking about a lot of those people and so many more that I could mention. But anyway, that's the end of day one of spring break. Day three, if you count the Saturday and Sunday, but today's Monday, so it's the first official day off of school. Um, and Yeah, that's all I've got for today. So we'll see where the next 2 days go with this minor construction work going on in my house, and got some other things this week, some doctor's appointments and things that I've been waiting a couple months for, and I'm nowhere ready for those, so I'll have to spend some time tomorrow getting ready for those, and that's it. That's all I got. Isn't this exciting? Isn't this just thrilling? Yay!